All right, let's dive right in. We're going to show you something that might sound kind of strange, the most important part of working with AI. And here's a little spoiler for you. It's not actually about the AI at all. We're going to pull back the curtain on the blueprint we use to take something really complex and make it crystal clear. You know this feeling, right? We've all been there. You're staring at this dense wall of text. Maybe it's a technical manual or a heavy academic paper, whatever. And you know there's something valuable in there, but it just feels impossible to get through. So the big question is always, how do you take this and make it make sense to a normal person? Now, the first thing everyone thinks is, oh, I'll just toss it into an AI. But honestly, that's a trap. See, the real secret here isn't how powerful the AI is. It's all about the quality of the instructions we give it. It's a total shift in thinking. You're not just a user pushing a button, you're more like a teacher, giving the AI a framework for how to think in the first place. To show you exactly what this looks like in practice, let's just walk through a little case study. We gave our AI a pretty serious challenge. Take the core themes from a really dense text, the Bible's book of Acts, and synthesize them. So our mission was very specific. We didn't just dump the text on the AI. We started with several detailed summaries covering 6 different themes. And the goal wasn't just to sort of smash them together. We needed to create a single, unified story that felt connected and made sense. That was the real challenge we put to our AI partner. So what was our very first instruction? Well, we didn't just ask for a summary. No, we gave the AI a totally new way to see the information. We handed it a central metaphor, a core idea, to build its entire analysis around. We called this a thematic lens. And honestly, the best way to think about it is like putting a filter on a camera, you know? The filter doesn't change the scene you're looking at, but it dramatically changes how you see it. It makes certain colors pop and certain details jump out at you. And we were super explicit about this with our AI. The instruction was, frame every theme as a lens and make that the central metaphor for the entire overview. This one simple command forces the AI to stop just listing facts and actually start interpreting.
And just look at the difference this one instruction makes. On the one hand, you've got a simple, flat list of topics, Great Commission, Holy Spirit's role, okay. But with this new perspective, it's totally different. The Great Commission isn't just a topic, it's the why lens. It gives us the core motivation. And the Holy Spirit's role? That becomes the how lens. It's the engine that powers the whole thing. That one little reframe instantly creates a structure that just clicks.
Okay, so now we've got our lenses. But, a bunch of different viewpoints isn't a story. The next really critical step was to teach the AI how to weave these different lenses together, to show how all these ideas are really part of the same big picture. So our next instruction really pushed the AI to find those connections. We told it to create a unified tapestry by finding the threads that link each theme. We didn't want it to just say one thing happens after another. We wanted it to show how one idea actually flows from the one before it. This instruction forces the AI to think in terms of cause and effect. It can't just list power and then list mission. It has to explain how the power is what enables the mission, and how that mission, in turn, leads to a reaction. All of a sudden, it's not a list of topics anymore. It's a narrative. It's a story. So we've got our structured lenses, we have our connected story, but there is one final, absolutely critical instruction. Because without this last piece, none of the other work really matters. Because you can create the most beautiful, most elegant, interconnected analysis in the entire world. But if your audience is sitting there thinking, this, you failed. So our final instruction was designed to hit this question head on. We made this totally non-negotiable. The AI had to connect every single theme to its modern relevance. We literally gave it the job of answering the question, why does this matter to me today? It had to build a bridge from an ancient text straight to our world. And the result was pretty amazing. The AI didn't just summarize a historical event. It translated it into a call to action. It turned raw information into actual meaning. And that's the incredible power of just
asking the right questions.
So this whole process, it isn't just some one-off trick that works for one kind of text. It's a repeatable blueprint that you can apply to almost any complex subject you can think of. So here's that blueprint boiled down. 1. Start with a clear problem. 2. Give the AI a creative framework to work within, like our lenses. 3. Force it to build an interconnected story, not just a boring list of facts. And number 4, insist on practical relevance. Make it answer that all-important so what question.
And when you put all this together, you realize it's pointing to something much bigger than just a method for getting a better summary. It's a fundamental shift in how we need to think about working with these new tools.
What it really is a blueprint for a true partnership. We stop being just tool operators and we become strategic directors. We're the ones who provide the creative vision, that framework for how to think. And the AI then executes on that vision, turning a mountain of data into a single, powerful, and meaningful story.
And this leaves us with what might be the defining question of this new era. As these tools get more and more powerful, almost by the day, the most valuable human skill isn't going to be just using the tool. It's going to be teaching the tool. So the real question for all of us is this: how are we going to teach our new AI partners to help us make sense of the world? Thanks for joining us.